शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि। सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। खंड 4 मंत्र 5। अथाध्यात्मम् यदेतद्गच्छतीव च मनः अनेन चैतद् उपस्मरति अभीक्ष्णं संकल्पः। अथाध्यात्मम् the Shruti is enjoining an upasana. Upasana or upasanam, both are correct, because there is a neuter word upasana, akaranta. In prathama vibhakti ekavachanam, it will become upasanam. Or there is a feminine word upasana, then it will be upasana in prathama ekavachanam also. So Shruti is enjoining an upasanam. The upasana includes 3 parts. Adhyatma upasanam, Adhidaivata upasanam, Adhyatma upasanam and Nama upasanam. So, Atha Adhyatmam. Now Adhyatma. Atha means after Adhidaivata. Atha indicates Anantarya. After Adhidaivata upasanam, there is Adhyatma upasanam. Adhyatma means Atmani, related to the body. The Brahman who is present in the body is meditated on. And how Adhyatma upasanam is यदेतद् गच्छति इव च मनः. So yad means it is this. The Adhyatma Upasanam is the Adhyatma Adesha. Adhyatma Adesha is this. Adhyatmam is adjective of Adesha. Adesha means Upamopadesha. Teaching of Brahman with an upama, with the similarity. Yadetad gacchati vacha manaha. Manaha etad brahma gacchati iva. The mind, manaha, gacchati iva. Gacchati means vishayi karoti. The mind as though reaches Brahman. And reaching means objectifying. With every thought, the mind is as though objectifying Brahman. That is how one should look at it. The mind does not objectify Brahman, but whenever there is a thought, whenever there is a pratyaya, in the pratyaya, the Brahman is evident, not as the object of the pratyaya, but the illuminer of the pratyaya. Brahman is evident in each pratyaya. We have seen that in Pratibodha Viditam Matam, that mantra. So, since Brahman is evident as the illuminer of every pratyaya, one can imagine that, one can imagine that every pratyaya objectifies the Brahman. One can figuratively think so. The Brahman is objectified by as though objectified. Iva. Here Iva is as though. As though every thought objectifies Brahman. That is how one should think. And this statement is explained Anena cha etat upasmarati. Anena cha etat upasmarati. Anena manasa. With the mind, with this mind. Etat upasmarati. Etat Brahma upasmarati. One keeps remembering this Brahman as though with one's mind. It is an explanation of Gacchati Vamana. So, Upasmarati means smarana. Upasmarati refers to the function of the mind in the form of memory, remembering. We don't remember Brahman. What we remember various things. Whatever we have experienced, we remember. If I have seen someone yesterday, I may remember him today. We remember various objects. But in the memory thought, Brahman is evident as the illuminer of the thought. Therefore, one can think that in every memory I am remembering Brahman only. So, anena manasa etat upasmarati. One remembers this Brahman closely. Upa, there is upa. Upa means samipyena, closely, samipataha. So closely means not as object. Even before the object is remembered, Brahman is as though remembered. Because Brahman is the illuminer of the very thought of memory. Therefore, samipyena, upasmarati. Abhikshnam upasmarati. Abhikshnam, constantly, continuously, one remembers Brahman as though. Because the memory thoughts keep happening continuously, rather, more or less continuously, we keep remembering one thing or another during our transaction. And when we continuously keep remembering, when the function of memory is happening continuously, as though we remember Brahman continuously. Sankalpaha, and even the sankalpa that we do with the mind should be understood, should be looked upon as objectifying Brahman. So we do sankalpa. Sankalpa, the word sankalpa can be understood in many ways. We can think of sankalpa as imagination. So when we do imagination or planning, even that can be considered as sankalpa. So when we do any planning or any imagination, then it is also objectifying Brahman. That is how one should do upasana. Sankalpaha api brahma vishayaha eva. The sentence has to be completed. Sankalpaha manasaha sankalpaha api brahma vishayaha. So see the bhashya. Atha anantaram adhyatmam pratyagatma vishayaha adeshaha uchyate. Atha anantaram. So atha stands for anantarya. Anantaram, immediately after. Anantaram means what? What is anantaram? Anantaram means without a gap. Na vidyate antaraha. Is anantaram. Anantaram means without a gap. So it may be preceding or following. Even something precedes, then also it is anantara. So here anantaram means that which immediately follows. So atha anantaram means immediately after adhidaivata adesha. Adhyatmam. Adhyatmam pratyagatma vishayaha adesha. So, adesha dealing with the Brahman in the body. And the Brahman who is available in the body is called pratyagatma. Therefore, Pratyagatma Vishaya Adesha. The Adesha with the reference to Pratyagatma Uchyate is being told. Yadetat Gacchati vacha manaha Etat Brahma Dhaukate iva Vishayi karoti iva Yad. So Adesha is, Yat means it is this. The Adesha is this. Etad gacchati vacha manaha. Etad Brahma. Etad refers to Brahman. Because Etad is a Sarvanama. And Sarvanama is in neuter. Therefore, a Sarvanama, generally a Sarvanama refers to the Prakrita, that which is under discussion. So here the topic under discussion is Brahman. Therefore, Etad should refer to Brahman. So Gacchati means Dhaukate iva. Gacchati iva is equal to Dhaukate iva. So Dhaukar Gatau Dhatu. Dhauk Dhatu has the meaning of Gacchati, Gati. Going, reaching, and in this context, going means Vishayi karoti iva, as though objectifies. The mind as though objectifies the Brahman. And the same thing is elaborated with the two examples, two instances, with the reference to two types of thoughts of the mind, two types of functions of the mind. And with these two functions of the mind, we should understand all the functions of mind. Yatha Anena Manasa Etat Brahma Upasmarati Samipata Smarati Sadhakaha Abhikshnam Vrisham Yatha. So Yatha means iva, as though, because it is as though. Every thought is objectifying Brahman, it is as though. Because really it is not objectifying. Similarly, Brahman is remembered by the mind, it is also as though. Because really Brahman is not remembered. Brahman is not the object of memory, but it is as though the object of memory. Therefore, Yatha, Anena Manasa, with this mind, Etat Brahma Upasmarati, Etat Brahma, this Brahman, Upasmarati, one remembers this Brahman. Upasmarati is equal to Samipata Smarati, remembers closely. For Upasmarati, Upasmarati is a verb in Kartari Prayoga. Therefore, there has to be a Karta for that. Karta is not given in the mantra. That is why Bhashyakara supplies. Sadhakaha upasmarati. The sadhaka as though remembers Brahman. That is how the sadhaka should think. Because this upasanam is meant for a sadhaka. One who does upasana is called sadhaka here. So the Upasaka as though remembers Brahman with his every memory of his. Abhikshnam means bhrisham, continuously. Sankalpascha Manasaha Brahma Vishayaha Manasaha Sankalpascha Brahma Vishayaha. Even the sankalpa of the mind, the sankalpa vritti of the mind should be understood as Brahma Vishayaha, should be looked upon as Brahma Vishayaha, as objectifying Brahman. Bhashyakara explains, sums up this mantra. Sums up the purport of this mantra. Mana upadhikatvadhi manasaha sankalpasmrityadi pratyayaihi abhivyajyate brahma vishayi kriyamanam iva cha ataha sa eshaha brahmanaha adhyatmam adeshaha mana upadhikatvadhi. Since Brahman has manas as its upadhi, the upadhi of the Brahman is manas. And the upadhi manas is illumined by Brahman. Therefore, manasaha sankalpasmrityadi pratyayaihi, by the thoughts of the mind, by the functions of the mind, pratyaya means a thought of the mind. And the thought can be in the form of sankalpa, smriti. Sankalpa and smriti are two types of thoughts. Adi, etc. There are many thoughts, many types of thoughts. With all these pratyayas, sankalpa, vikalpa, smriti, samshaya, nishchaya, so many pratyayas. Kama, krodha, ityadi pratyayas. So sankalpa smrityadi pratyayaihi abhivyajyate brahma. Brahman abhivyajyate. Brahman manifests through the pratyaya. By the pratyaya, Brahman gets manifest. Brahman becomes manifest through the pratyaya. Pratyayaihi abhivyajyate. Pratyayaihi is kartari tritiya. Abhivyajyate karmani prayoga. So pratyayas, by the pratyayas, Brahman is made to manifest. Brahman is made to manifest by the pratyayas. Means Brahman manifests in the pratyayas as the illusion. Therefore, Vishayi kriyamanam iva abhivyajyate. Brahman is as though Vishayi kriyamana. Brahman is as though objectified by the pratyayas. Ataha, therefore, saha esha brahmanaha adhyatmam adeshaha. Therefore, saha eshaha, this brahmanaha adhyatmam adesha. This is the Adhyatmam Adesha. Vidyunnimeshanavat
विद्युन्निमेषणवत्
Adhidaivatam
अधिदैवतं
Dhrutam Prakashanadharmi
धृतं प्रकाशनधर्मी
Adhyatmancha
अध्यात्मञ्च
Manah Pratyaya Samakalabhimyatti Dharmi
मनः प्रत्यय समकालाभिव्यक्तिधर्मी
Manah Pratyaya
मनः प्रत्यय
Samakala
समकाल
Abhivyakti Dharmi
अभिव्यक्तिधर्मी
Ityeshah Adeshah.
इत्येषः आदेशः.
So, Vidyunnimeshanavat Adhidaivatam. So, he sums up the two Adeshas. The two Adeshas are Adhidaivata Adesha and Adhyatma Adesha. Adhidaivata Adesha is Vidyunnimeshanavat. Like Vidyut and Nimeshan. Vidyutvat and Nimeshanavat. Like lightning and like blinking of the eyes. It is Adhidaivatam. And these two examples, they convey Dhrutam Prakashana Dharmi. So the two examples, they convey a particular dharma, a particular quality of Brahman. And what is that quality? Dhruta Prakashana Dharmi. Dhrutam Prakashana Dharmi or Dhruta Prakashana Dharmi. Brahman has the nature of illumining quickly. Brahman has the ability to illumine everything at once because of Brahman's jnana, Chaitanya Swarupa or Sarvajnatva. So this is one dharma. Anandagiri has previously mentioned another dharma also, which is mentioned in Adhidaivata, that is Srishtisthithyadau Kshiprakaritvam. Srishti, Sthiti, etc. Brahman is able to do easily and quickly. So, Srishtyado Kshiprakaritvam. It was told by Anandagiri. It was not mentioned by. It was not mentioned in Bhashya. Tika mentions that. Dhrutam Sakala Srishtyadikari Parameshwarya Sampannam. That is another dharma. See, there are two examples given in the Adhidaivata. One is Vidyut. Vidyut example conveys Dhruta Prakashana Dharmitva, and Nimeshan, blinking, conveys Dhrutam Sakala Srishtyadikaritva. These two qualities are conveyed. So now, So Dhrutam Prakashana Dharmi Adhidaivatam, and we have to understand the other one also. Dhrutam Sakala Srishtyadikaritva. It is Adhidaivatam. Then Adhyatmam is Manah Pratyaya Kala, Manah Pratyaya Samakala Abhivyakti Dharmi. The Brahman manifests in the same time as the Manah Pratyaya, as the thought of the mind. Along with the thought of the mind, Brahman becomes manifest. Brahman manifests in every thought of the mind as the illuminer. Iti eshaha adeshaha. This is the Adhyatmam Adesha. So these two together form the Adesha. Ityeshaha Adeshaha. So these Adhidaivatam and Adhyatmam together form the Adesha. Upamopadesha. So these are two upadeshas, two instructions of upadesha, two instructions of upasana with some upama, with some comparison. Evam adishyamanam hi brahma
एवम् आदिश्यमानं हि ब्रह्म
mandabuddhigamyam bhavatiti
मन्दबुद्धिगम्यं भवतीति
brahmanah
ब्रह्मणः
adeshopadeshah.
आदेशोपदेशः.
So why this adeshopadesha is given? Why this upadesha is given with some examples, with some comparisons? Bhashyakara explains, only when it is instructed with some comparisons, with some examples, only then a gross mind can relate to Brahman. One whose mind is not ready to grasp the abstract, such gross mind can relate to it. Evam adishyamanam hi Brahma. Only when Brahman is instructed in this manner, mandabuddhigamyam bhavati, it becomes relatable to a mandabuddhi, a gross mind. Mandabuddhigamyam bhavati, it becomes graspable to a mandabuddhi. Mandabuddhis can relate to Brahman only when it is explained with some example. Therefore, Brahmanaha adeshopadeshaha. That is why the Shruti gives adeshopadesha. Shruti teaches Brahman with some example. नहि निरुपाधिकम् एव ब्रह्म
नहि निरुपाधिकमेव ब्रह्म
मंदबुद्धिभिः
मन्दबुद्धिभिः
आकलयितुं शक्यम्.
आकलयितुं शक्यम्.
The mandabuddhi, here mandabuddhi means people with the gross mind. What is gross mind? Their mind cannot relate to subtle, abstract things. Their mind cannot relate to abstract teaching. Therefore, they cannot relate to Nirupadhika Brahma, Nirguna Brahma, Nirupadhikam Brahma. The real Brahman, the real nature of Brahman is Nirupadhika. It is free from all upadhis. Therefore, it is abstract. Nirupadhika Brahma is Nirguna Brahma. In Nirupadhika Brahma, there is no guna, no attribute. Therefore, it is abstract. Therefore, the mandabuddhi cannot relate to it. So, Nirupadhikam eva Brahma. The Nirupadhikam Brahman cannot be directly related by mandabuddhis. Mandabuddhiभिः akalayitum na shakyam hi. So na hi, there is a he. He means yasmat, because, since. Nirupadhikam eva Brahma. Eva means only Nirupadhika Brahman, means directly. Nirupadhika Brahman cannot be directly related. Akalaitum na shakyam mandabuddhibihi, by the mandabuddhis. Therefore, the Shruti gives instruction with some example, and what is taught here is Saguna Brahma or Sopadhika Brahma. Now, in the next mantra, the Shruti gives a name to this Brahman and asks the sadhaka to meditate on the Brahman with this name. And the name includes a quality also, because every name conveys a quality. Therefore, one should meditate on the Brahman with this name and the quality, the attribute of Brahman conveyed by that name. Taddha tadvanam nama,
Taddha tadvanam nama,
tadvanam ityupasitavyam,
tadvanam ityupasitavyam,
saya etadevam veda,
saya etadevam veda,
abhihainam sarvani bhutani,
abhihainam sarvani bhutani,
samvanchanti.
samvanchanti.
So, tadha tadvanam nama, tad brahma. Ha means prasiddha, well known. Ha is prasiddharthaka. The Brahman is known as Tadvanam. Tadvanam is the name of the Brahman. So this is a nama of Brahman. Tadvanam nama. Here the word nama does not have any specific meaning. Nama does not mean name. Here nama is avyaya. And generally it is used in the sense of prasiddhi. But here ha itself conveys prasiddhi. Therefore nama does not have any role to play. Therefore nama is anarthaka. Tadha tadvanam nama. The Brahman is tadvanam. Sorry, here nama. Nama, he interprets prakyatam Brahma. Here he does not say, somewhere else he told nama ityanarthaka. Here nama also conveys prasiddhi, prakyatam. Nama also prakhyata. Ha and nama both means prasiddha. So nama does not mean name. Nama is an avyaya which stands for prasiddhi. Tadvanamityupasitavyam. Since Brahman is Tadvanam, Brahman should be meditated on as Tadvanam. One should meditate on this name of Brahman. Saya etadevam veda. Now, starting from Sayaha, Shruti is telling the phala of the upasana. Upasana phala is being told. Saya etadevam veda. One who meditates in this manner. Sayah Veda. Yaha evam Veda. Evam Veda means one who knows in this manner. And here knowing implies meditating. Upasana. Not just knowing, but upasana. One who meditates in this manner. Ha enam. Enam. This upasaka. That kind of upasaka who meditates on this name. Sarvani bhutani abhisamvanchanti. The abhi, vedabhi, there is an abhi. The abhi should be connected with the samvanchanti. Then it will become abhisamvanchanti. So sarvani bhutani, all beings, abhisamvanchanti, they want him, they seek him. They want to be near him. He becomes a very important person. Everyone says, I want to have a selfie with him. So abhisamvanchanti. Kincha
Kincha
tad brahma
ha kila
tadvanam nama tasya vanam tadvanam tasya pranijatasya pratyagatma bhutatvat vananiyam sambhajaniyam ataha tadvanam nama prakyatam brahma. So kincha indicates that this is a continuation of the same upasana. Adhyatmam, Adhidaivatam, two adeshas were given. So they are the parts of the same upasana. And the upasanam, this is the main vidhi of the upasana. Because here Shruti says, Tadvanam iti upasitavyam. One should do upasanam. And with the word kincha, Bhashyakara connects this upasanam with the previous, Adhyatmam and Adhidaivatam. Tad Brahma, that Brahman, Tat means Tad Brahma. There is Tad in the Mula. Tad means Tad Brahma, the Brahman. Ha means Kila, indicates Prasiddhi. Tadvanam Nama. So Bhashyakara explains the word Tadvanam, the name of the Brahman, Tadvanam. Bhashyakara explains it. Tasya vanam tadvanam. Tasya vanam tadvanam. Shashti tatpurusha. Here vanam does not mean forest. We have to take the vyutpatyartha of vanam. So, what is tasya? In tadvanam means tasya vanam tadvanam. Now, Bhashyakara explains the word tasya. Tasya means pranijatasya. Tasya stands for all pranis. Pranijata. Jata means samoha. The group of pranis. The group of living beings. Pratyagatma bhutatvat. Since Brahman is the Pratyagatma, the innermost self of every being, therefore Vananiyam. Now he is giving the meaning of Vananiyam. Vananiyam is equal to Sambhajaniyam. So Vananiyam is equal to Sambhajaniyam. Deserves to be worshipped, deserves to be served, deserves to be worshipped is the meaning of Vanam. So Vanam means that which deserves to be worshipped or that which deserves to be served. So therefore Tadvanam, Tasya Pranijatasya Vananiyam is Tadvanam. Tadvanam Nama. Nama means Prakyatam. It is well known as Tadvanam Brahma. Tadvanamiti yataha.
Tadvanamiti yataha.
Tasmat.
Tasmat.
Tadvanamiti.
Tadvanamiti.
Anenaiva.
Anenaiva.
Gunabhidhanena.
Gunabhidhanena.
Upasitavyam.
Upasitavyam.
Chintaniyamiti.
Chintaniyamiti.
Tadvanam iti Brahma Prakyatam. Brahman is Prakyatam, well known as Tadvanam. So Nama Prakyatam Brahma Tadvanam iti Yataha. So Yataha Brahma Tadvanam iti Prakyatam. Since Brahman is well known as Tadvanam, therefore, Ataha, Tasmat, therefore, Tadvanamityanenaiva Gunabhidhanena Upasitavyam Chintaniyamiti. Tadvanam ityanena eva. By this name, Tadvanam. And Tadvanam is Gunabhidhan. Tadvanam is an abhidhana, a word, a name of Brahman which refers to a guna. Gunabhidhanena. So Tadvanatva Gunabodhakena Namna. A name of Brahman which conveys the guna of Brahman, which conveys a particular quality of Brahman. Therefore, Gunabhidhanena Upasitavyam means Chintaniyam iti. Brahman should be meditated on. Anena namna.
Anena namna.
Upasakasya.
Upasakasya.
Phalamaha.
Phalamaha.
Sayah kaschit.
Sayah kaschit.
Etat.
Etat.
Yathoktam.
Yathoktam.
Brahma.
Brahma.
Evam.
Evam.
Yathoktagunam.
Yathoktagunam.
Veda.
Veda.
Upaste.
Upaste.
Abhihainam.
Abhihainam.
Upasakam.
Upasakam.
Sarvani bhutani.
Sarvani bhutani.
Abhisamvanchanti.
Abhisamvanchanti.
Ha. Prarthayante eva.
Prarthayante eva.
Yatha Brahma.
Yatha Brahma.
So, anena namna upasakasya phalamaha. One who meditates on Brahman with this name, anena namna upasakasya phalam aha. The phalam is being told. Sayah kaschit. Saha. Saha is yaha. Yah kaschit. Anybody. So saha is yah kaschit. Anybody. Not anybody particular, but anybody who does this upasana. Etat. Etat means yathoktam Brahma, the Brahman who is described in this section. Evam. Evam means yathokta gunam veda. Yathokta gunam, who has the characteristics that are stated here, tadvanatva, etc. So yathokta gunam veda. Veda means upaste, meditates. Abhihainam upasakam. Abhi will go to abhisamvanchanti. Ha, enam upasakam. This upasaka. Sarvani bhutani. All beings. Abhisamvanchanti ha. Abhisamvanchanti. The ha should fit after abhisamvanchanti. Bhashyakara is showing an anvaya here. Abhisamvanchanti ha. See, previously there is a ha. Hainam. Abhiha enam. The ha should fit after abhisamvanchanti. And Bhashyakara gives the meaning of ha. Prarth eva. Ha means eva. Definitely. Definitely people seek him. Prarthayante. Abhisamvanchanti means prarthayante. They all seek him. They all want him. Yatha Brahma. Just like Brahman. Just like people want Brahman. Just like people seek Brahman. Just like people adore Brahman, people will adore and seek him also. So the Upasana section is completed with this. Now Shishya is asking a question. So Shishya is asking a question in the next month. So see, mantra 7. Upanishadam bhav bruhi.
Upanishadam bruhi.
Upanishadam
Upanishadam
bhav bruhi.
bruhi.
Iti uktate Upanishad.
Uktate Upanishad.
Brahmi vavata Upanishadam.
Brahmivavata Upanishadam.
Brahmi vavata Upanishadam.
Brahmivavata Upanishadam.
Abrumeti.
Abrumeti.
Guru, the Shishya is asking the Guru. Bhoho. Bhoho is a sambodhana. O Guru, Upanishadam bruhi iti. Please tell me Upanishad. Upanishad means Vidya. Here Upanishad means Vidya, knowledge, which is a secret Vidya. Brahma Vidya is a secret. It cannot be given to everyone. So, Upanishadam bruhi. Please tell me Upanishad. The Vidya which is a Rahasya. Then Guru replies, Ukta te Upanishad. Te Upanishad Ukta. I have already told you the Upanishad. Already Upanishad has been taught. Vidya has been taught already. Then after that Shishya is asking, please tell me Upanishad. So it is like after telling Ramayana, the student asks, what is Rama, what is the relation between Rama and Lakshmana? He will start asking, who is Sita? Who is Dasharatha? So, Upanishad, Uktate Upanishad. Upanishad has been already told. Now there is nothing to say. Brahmi Vavate Upanishadam Abroma iti. Te Brahmim eva Upanishadam. Brahmim Vava. Vava means eva. Only. Brahmim Upanishadam. The Upanishad which is Brahmi. Brahmi means related to Brahman is Brahmi. Brahma Vishayikam Upanishad. The Upanishad which deals with the Brahman. The Vidya which deals with the Brahman means Brahma Vidya. Brahmi Upanishad means Brahma Vidya. Eva only. Te Abroma we told you. Te Abroma iti Guru tells this. So Shishya asked, please tell me Upanishad. Then Guru tells the Shishya, I have already told you Upanishad. And that is Brahmi Upanishad, Brahman's knowledge. It has been already told. So now Bhashyakara will discuss the purport of this question and answer. Because Shishya is not such a stupid Shishya. This is not a stupid Shishya who will ask who is Rama after listening to Ramayana. He is an intelligent, wise Shishya. Then why he should ask this question? There is a discussion in the Bhashya. So, the Shishya wants to ascertain whether the Brahma Vidya is complete in itself or whether the Brahma Vidya requires some other sadhana for producing the result, moksha. This is a very big debate in Vedanta. If you look into Shankara Bhashya, Shankaracharya clearly asserts that Brahma Vidya does not depend on any other sadhana for giving phala. Brahma Jnana does not need the help of any other sadhana. And when we say any other sadhana, generally it is karma. So Brahma Vidya does not require the help of karma for producing phala. Vidya gives phala by itself. Vidya is karma nirapeksha in producing its result. Thereby, Shankaracharya rules out the possibility of Vidya Karma Samuchchaya. Jnana Karma Samuchchaya is ruled out by stating that Vidya is not dependent on any other sadhana like karma. Now, to ascertain this point, the Shishya is asking this question. The Guru has already taught the Vidya. Brahma Vidya has been already taught. Now the Shishya is asking whether the Brahma Vidya you told, is it complete in itself as a sadhana for moksha, or is there a requirement of another sadhana which has to be combined with the Brahma Vidya, which is to get moksha, to culminate in moksha. That is Shishya's purport. That is what Shankaracharya will explain. Then the Guru asserts, Guru confirms that there is no need of another sadhana. And that is why he is telling, I have already told you the Upanishad. Uktate Upanishad. I have already told you the Upanishad. By saying this, the Guru is conveying that there is no need of another sadhana which needs to be combined with the Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya, which has been told already, that is an independent and a direct means for moksha. And it is not dependent on any karma. It does not depend on any accessory in the form of karma for producing its result. So that is the relevance of this question and answer. We will see the Bhashya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi